Hi guys, it's been a while, but I'm back with a special video today. Wow, it really has been a while. But yeah, this is a special video today. My wonderful, beautiful friend from all the way in Argentina. I'm going to drop some links here and pictures and whatnot and down below. The lovely Miss Camila Addams, she sent me over some questions. She's interviewing me about my music, about myself in general. So this is just going to be a video so you can get to know a bit more about me and something to help her out as well with what she's doing over in Argentina. So thank you for this, by the way. Massive shout out to you. You should go and check out her Instagram page. Awesome, wonderful. Okay, so first question. How did Final Transmission start and how did I end up being the guitarist? How Final Transmission started was I used to be in a cover band back, God, I don't even know how long ago it was now, but that cover band, it finished, came to its prime, and I was like, yeah, we're done. So me and the drummer were still left from it, and we still wanted to go into do music stuff and, you know, still meet up and play tunes and things like that. And we eventually found a few members. Members came, members left. We had so many problems and stuff. But by the end of it, we got the current lineup. All the guys I love, and it's the dedication that they've put in is what Final Transmission is today. So that's how it came to be, which very grateful as well. And how did I end up being the guitarist? Well, I've always been a guitarist. I mean, you can see two of the guitars I own in the back. There's like 4 in the other corner of my room as well. I've always played guitar. It's been like the number one instrument for me, so it was just a natural thing to just say, yeah, I'm a guitarist, we're done. Question number 2. When and how was your first experience on a stage? God, my first experience on a stage. I can't think that far back to my first ever experience on a stage, but my first experience on the stage with Final Transmission was a very special gig we did have. It was with a lot of London and a few London and Liverpool bands. We played the O2 Islington Academy in London. For our first gig, we played a venue like that. Unforgettable night to play a venue like that. Crowd was very good as well, and we got home about 1 o'clock in the morning because of the travel and God, but it was so worth it. Yeah, so a very unforgettable night at the O2 Academy in Islington. Great venue. If you haven't been, you should check it out. Number 3. What are your main influences personally and composing? Personally, for my main influences, I put a lot of what I go through in my personal life into lyrics, so people can relate to it. One song that I did write for our new CD was called "You Fatal Illusion," and I, in essence, took the Marilyn Manson thing, Marilyn Monroe and Charles Manson, and I did something with "Beautiful" and "Fatal," and put it together to form "You Fatal." And what it is, it's basically saying, you know, you could look at something, so say like a job, for example. Think, oh yeah, that's fantastic, I want to go for that, but then 2 or 3 years down the line you're not liking it. It's very fatal to your health or something, or it could be with people as well. So and I've had a lot of people saying they have related to that song. That does mean a lot to me because I put myself a lot on the line when I write lyrics. They're not processed or anything. I get an emotional knife and I cut myself open to pour out these lyrics. And yeah, it's not easy, but it's worth it to help other people as well when they listen to our music. So that, I suppose that's another influence on when I compose, sorry. So it's really good for me personally as well, because it makes me think, oh yeah, I can, if I've written this one song and it's helped someone, I can do it again. I'm happy to put myself on the line if it's going to help someone else when they listen to my music. So yeah, that's another big one. And another one as well, I would say, would be Breaking Benjamin as well. You can always go back to the lyrics, and it's more like a safe haven. I always get new ideas as well when I listen to their music. Been a fan for about 9 years now. Still getting influences every single time from my personal stuff and composing as well. So yeah, very, very helpful. Next question. When my phone will load. Playing guitar helped. Basically, how has playing guitar helped me in aspects of my life? It's a very good question. It's an outlet for me. Like I was saying in the previous question, it's an outlet. So it's something I can go back to and say, you know, if I've had a shitty day at work, or I've had to deal with a lot of people who give me a load of smack like this. So I can just go to the guitar, don't have to plug it into an amp or anything, just jam out, let my feelings and emotions go, and then I think it's a lot better than having sort of a destructive outlet, because I know a lot of people have that. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. If you want to do it, go for it. But they like to go to the pub or the bar, some Americans call it, and drink a lot of their problems away and forget. But I know if I did that, I'd be waking up with a hangover. But when I play the guitar, I still have those problems with me. Yeah, they're still with me, but it's basically saying I wake up, but I've at least got something to show for it, musically wise. So it's a lot more helpful than drinking my problems away and doing a lot of damage to my liver. So it's really helped me sort of express who I am in a sense. So I hope a lot of people can connect with that and that sort of thing. Number 5, if you had the opportunity to open for a band, what band would that be? And if you had the opportunity to work with a band or musician, who would it be? Cold season, sorry. If I had the opportunity to open for a band, anyone who knows me well would know the answer to this question already. It would be Breaking Benjamin. To have a chance to open for Breaking Benjamin would, at the age of 24, would be a dream come true, literally. And obviously everyone would be hearing it as well. I need to sort out my barnet hair, it's really, really pissing me off. Yeah, sorry. To actually open for them would be a dream come true, because like I said in, I think it was question 3 or something, they really helped me to become better as a person, help me with my influences in composing, my personal life, to become a better person. So to actually have the chance to open for them, and as well to the second part of that question, Camila, I would love to work for them as well. Be an absolute dream come true. So like I'm gonna run around one of the crazy fanboys, but it's more just to actually work for them would be everything to me. Number 6. Besides Final Transmission, which the band I'm in, on YouTube, I have a channel on YouTube as well. What is the name of my channel and what kind of content can be found there? Oh Jesus Christ. So my personal fun YouTube, it's like a side hobby, what I like to do. Some of the YouTubers that I have taken inspiration from to do this, some like KSI, classic PewDiePie, vloggers and gamers and things like that, which I really enjoy just going to. And say if I'm having my breakfast, I can watch funny videos. Another one is Penguins O. If you haven't already, check him out. He's absolutely hilarious. One of the most funniest YouTubers I've ever seen. But going back to the question, I call my YouTube channel a bearded YouTuber for obvious reasons, and the content that can be found there is me doing incredibly stupid shit, which was funny for me to do. It's memories that I'll have forever. But wow, there we go. That's miles better. I did a video called "You Pick It, You Do It." So basically, you pick 4 bits out of a jar, and you have to do them without any questions asked. I've done gaming videos. Oh Christ! I'll leave a link in the bottom as well, and maybe some screenshots on the side here or something. So you can check that out, have a laugh if you enjoy it as well. I made some funny spoof videos of the current British Prime Minister running through fields of wheat, which was very funny. So it's just like a sort of a creative outlet for me, sort of a step side to the music, which I really enjoy doing. It's like a nice pastime as well, and I can express it with everyone on YouTube. So yeah, it is very nice. So yeah, I'll leave it down there if you want to go check it out. It'd be really appreciated, because I do put a lot of hard work into the videos on there. And I hope you enjoy it. Number 7. For the people who are starting to listen to Final Transmission, can you describe the band and the first album? And you guys are working on a new project, which is out already. Can you talk a little about this new project? With absolute pleasure, Camila. It would be an absolute pleasure to speak about this new project that we've been working on. So, first part of the question, can you describe the band and our first CD? I'd say we're a very big bunch of misfits that work together, because we've all got different influences and we're all different personalities, but we do work very, very well when we come to make music. And because most people have said you haven't got a specific type of genre, which I can sort of get when I listen to our music. Some people have said that we sound a bit like Tool, one of the greatest bands of all time, which is a great compliment. But personally, for me, I still think that we're finding our own genre, which is it's a fun adventure for me currently, because we're working on our 3rd CD already, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. So we're still trying to find our sound and who we are, and it's been a fantastic journey so far. The first CD, wow, that was basically a coming together of who we are, putting our personalities in our music, because that's one thing about Final Transmission, the band I'm in. We don't, when we write lyrics to songs, they're not processed, or they're not something you crap out and think, oh yeah, I can make a song out of that or something. You know, we put ourselves on the line, and they're very emotional. So it's more of they tell a story of a lot of pain, addiction, trying to forget things but you can't, and obviously it doesn't sound nice when I'm saying it, but we hope when you listen to it, it's going to be sort of a place where you can think, you know, it's not all that bad. These guys have gone through it, so maybe there's still hope. There is when you listen to our music. I really hope people can connect with that. Thank you. And our new project, can I talk a little bit about it? Camila, I could talk to you for hours and hours and hours about this. Our new CD is called New Chapter. We've been in this band now for about 3 years, and we've had our ups and downs. But this new CD, New Chapter, basically it's all about starting new chapters in life, whether you've lost things, the song I described before, View Fatal Illusion, you're sort of starting a new chapter with seeing what someone is or something is, We've got, oh god, there was a song about we wouldn't want to give too much about songs away because we want to feel that you can make the song into your own thing. But with one of the songs, it's very, very personal stories. It's more death, addiction, trying to get away from things but you can't. That was our first song off the CD called Utopia, and it was basically about, I'm not going to go too much into it, but it's about a boy who he sort of, the only world he knew was a lot of suffering, a lot of pain, and we want to sort of get that message across, that sometimes it doesn't all have to be like that. You know, when you listen to it, there is going to be hope. When sometimes you might wake up and it might be a shitty day, it's not always going to be like that. There are going to be good days, and we really put ourselves on the line for this. We worked again with Stephen, our producer, for the first CD, Forever and a Day. He caught our sound incredibly for that. We had some producers come up to us and say, can we make your second CD, which we were absolutely blown away by. But we all came as a band and said, we'll be absolutely retarded if we don't go back with Stephen. He worked with us on this incredibly, just like the first one. We can't thank him enough. He really captured the emotion, what we went through in this. It wasn't easy to make this CD. We put ourselves on the line so many times. We came so close to wanting to stab each other in the head. It was an emotional CD to make, and Stephen captured it so well. And also, I'll talk a little bit more about how the lyrics come together. Me and our vocalist Eric, me and him, we write the lyrics in the band. We don't want to sort of take it away from anyone else, but we do consider ourselves to be the main lyricists for the band. And when I do write songs and I send them to him through Messenger or whatever, through text, he goes over them and says, yeah, that was really good, I really like that. But for this CD, I think, yeah, it was with View Fatal Illusion, I sent the lyrics to him, and he didn't say, oh, that's good. He said, are you okay? Because he knew that I've really like dug deep down inside and said to myself, I'm going to just put out so much pain and hurt on this. So yeah, it was a tough CD to make, I'm not going to lie, but we've come out as a stronger band now because of what it sounded like on YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Reverb Nation, and that couldn't be possible without Stephen. So I want to thank Stephen again. Anyone who's listening to this and wants music made, recorded, produced and mixed, please go and see Stephen. I'll leave links to his Facebook and everything. Phenomenal producer, we can't wait to work with him again. So yeah, this new one, new chapter, it's out now. When you listen to it, we hope that you can get a lot of hope and inspiration, and that it's not all shitty. I mean, we've put ourselves on the line to make this CD so many times, and it came to really splitting up the band, but we're a lot stronger because of it now, and I'm so proud of how it all turned out. So thank you, and well done to everyone else in the band for what you did. Number 8, what Final Transmission means to you. What Final Transmission means to me is basically, I'll put it shortly because I know this is coming up to about 20 minutes now. It's everything I've dreamed of. I've wanted to make music for about 9 years now, and getting in a room with a group of guys every single Tuesday to make music who have the same passion, commitment. They're not horsing around, they want to go as far as possible and get our music out to so many people to just help, you know. We don't want to make money off it. It's a good thing to make money, don't get me wrong, but if there would be 10 things on the list we'd want from this band, money would be number 11. So Final Transmission means everything. It's a place where I can just go in and hang with the guys, say, you know, let's make this, let's, you know, it might sound a bit cliche, but let's change the world with our music, you know, put it out to so many people, and hopefully even more people. Now we've got a second CD out, they're gonna really connect and say, you know, those guys really put themselves on the line. It means everything to me, to put it shortly. Oh, right, next question. How do you see your life in 5 years? Wow, that's a good question. It's like one of those ones you get in a job interview. I see it progressing a lot more. We've had a lot of phenomenal achievements. I don't know if you can see up there. Last year we opened for Stone Broken, our very good friends, who opened for Glenn Hughes at the start of this year. They're on the road with Living Colour currently. They played with Cheap Trick, so it was an absolute privilege to open for those guys in Stone Broken up there. We've had so many phenomenal achievements. We've been on the radio, we've had our music go up at number 4 in the Cambridge Rock Charts in the Reverb Nation page, which was outstanding. A lot of big people have heard our music, so it is going out far. We've put so much hard work into this, so I would like to see it in my life personally in 5 years. I would like to be on the road a lot more. Well, not a lot more really. Sorry, it's more the fact that you know, opening for these bands, maybe doing festivals as well. Actually, that'd be fantastic. Because, in all honesty, I don't really want to start a family. I don't want to settle down. I want to just be in my 70s and look back and think, you know what, that was great. I had a fucking cracking life, and then when I kick the bucket, I'm going to be happy with myself. But yeah, that's me personally. So yeah, that's where I'd like to see my life in 5 years. And number 10, I think this is the last one. Do you have a message or advice for those people who want to start playing an instrument or singing? You know what, I've always wanted someone to ask me that question. Thank you so much, Camila, that really does mean a lot. The advice that I would give to people is really sit down with yourself personally in a room and think, is this what you want to do? Because I've had to sacrifice a lot of stuff to get where I am today. I've had to, a few people do know, I've had to gather up pennies that I find on the floor for food and guitar strings. I've had to live off food in the back of the cupboard some days because I'm saving money for strings and travel and gear equipment, because personally for me, I want this dream more to happen than me eating dinner, because I can make, I don't know, I can live off a packet of rice if that means I get to travel to band practice for the next month or something. So you really want to sit down and think, is this what you want? Is this what you really want to go and do in life? And if it is, make everything in your life about it. You gotta breathe it. When people are chatting to you in the street, say if you want to play an instrument, or play an instrument for an example, when someone's chatting to you in the street, that's all you got to be thinking. You can't be thinking about the conversation. You got to be thinking about the songs you've got to be practicing, the chords, the finger movements. How can I improve myself with my playing here, or how can I project my voice more? And just keep going and going and going. There are going to be a lot of people telling you to quit. Why are you doing this? You're getting old. You should settle down. If you really love it, you're not going to listen to them, because that's all you want to do with your life. So just go and push and get your music out there, even if it's I don't know, putting your music on a memory stick and leaving it in a pub toilet. So someone will find it and be like, oh, what's this? And go pop it in and be like a mysterious thing. Just keep going and pushing and pushing and pushing. And it pays off. It's taken me 9 years so far, and I'm not stopping anytime soon with this. It's all I think about. I mean, my room is an absolute tip, because if I spent time cleaning it up, I wouldn't have time to practice. So I want to just keep going and going and going, and don't stop. Just make your entire life about it. Obviously you've got to take care of yourself, but with the things that I said that I've sacrificed personally, a lot of money that I've sunk into this, I've sacrificed a lot of my health through living off food in the back of the cupboard, but it's worth it. It's paid off, and I hope it just gets better and better, because I've sacrificed so much. And yeah, just keep going. Don't stop following your dreams. It might sound cliche, but there's only one life, so just go and live it. You don't want to be chasing money for the rest of your life, and then when you're at the end of it, you think, well, I chased money for the rest of my life, but I didn't have fun with it. At least I had fun. At least I chased my dreams. At least I went and said to the world, you know what, I gave it a shot. Most people are too scared to do it. So just keep going at it. I really want to thank Camila again for this. It's been a really, really emotional interview. Me opening up, not just to you, Camila, but to everyone who's seeing this on YouTube. I'll be sharing it on Facebook as well. And hopefully you know a bit more about me personally as myself. And yeah, it's been emotional. Thank you, Camila. Really, really thoroughly enjoyed this. Absolute sweetheart. And I'll get to work on editing this now. And also, sorry, one last thing. New CD, new chapter is available everywhere. So you've got iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp, SoundCloud, you name it, it's on there. But if you're too poor to download it like me, go on YouTube, download it for free. Don't blame you, at least it's getting to you, and that's the main thing. Go check our music out, it will mean so much to me, and thank you again. Really been emotional, but I really enjoyed it thoroughly so much. Thank you so much. Don't give up.